Top 10 Best Cities to Visit in Melbourne. The city of Melbourne is a coastal metropole with a cosmopolitan vibe. It is considered to be the cultural capital of Australia, and it is easy to see why. Melbourne is home to galleries, gardens, museums, and nature reserves. There is an abundance of interesting architecture ranging from Victorian structures to contemporary designs. 10. Royal Exhibition Building. In order to visit the magnificent Royal Exhibition Building, constructed in 1880, the structure served as the meeting place for the very first Australian Federal Parliament. While parts of the building are gone thanks to fires, the main hall still stands, topped by an incredible domed ceiling. 9. Fitzroy Gardens. Just on the edge of the CBD, or Central Business District, is Fitzroy Gardens. The gardens date back to 1848, when they were set aside as a public space. At the time, the establishment of a beautiful public park was rare, so it is an important reminder of Melbourne's role as the People's City and as the Garden City, since Fitzroy Gardens is more than 160 years old. 8. Hosier Lane. Inject some local flavor into your trip to Melbourne by exploring Hosier Lane. Just a short walk from the banks of the Yarra River, Hosier Lane is ground zero for local street art and culture. The stone pathway is lined with walls that serve as canvases, and each is decorated with a variety of pieces. You can admire hastily drawn sketches next to murals using bold, bright colors. 7. Melbourne Zoo. In the Parkville district of the city, you'll find the Melbourne Zoo. This zoo is special because the animals live in natural settings, their habitats designed for animal comfort rather than visitor views. While the Melbourne Zoo boasts plenty of local animals, you'll find some less common species as well. Don't miss the Wild Sea exhibit, where you can see penguins and seals up close. 6. Federation Square. If you want to get to the heart and soul of Melbourne, make your way to Federation Square. This is a central meeting place where lots of locals gather, and it is the ultimate spot for people watching. It's also a place you'll almost certainly pass through at some point, since it is a major transport hub and the site of the city's visitor centre. Federation Square is where you'll find the Australian section of the National Gallery of Victoria, as well as the Australian Centre for the Moving Image. 5. National Gallery of Victoria. Australia's biggest, oldest, and most impressive art museum is located right in the city. The National Gallery of Victoria, known to locals as NGV, boasts an incredible collection of important works of art. The NGV is actually made up of two parts. The first, located in Street Kilda, is called the NGV International. This is where you'll find art from Europe, Asia, and the Americas. 4. Melbourne Cricket Ground. The largest cricket stadium in the country, and one of the largest in the world, is the Melbourne Cricket Ground. Located in Yarra Park, the stadium is known to locals as simply the G. Built in the middle of the 19th century, the Melbourne Cricket Ground is virtually always going through some sort of renewal or remodel. 3. Eureka Tower. Smack dab in the city centre is Eureka Tower, the tallest observation deck in all of Melbourne. If you want panoramic views over the city, this is the only spot worth visiting. When you visit, you'll head to one of the twin elevators. In under 40 seconds, you'll be whisked all the way from the ground level to the 88th floor. 2. Queen Victoria Market. One of the must-see attractions in Melbourne is the Queen Victoria Market. It's a huge open-air market, one of the largest in the world, and it dates back to the 19th century. Locals call this the Queen Vic or just Vic Market, and the name comes not from the Queen, but from the location at the corner of Queen and Victoria Streets. The best way to experience the market is on foot. 1. Royal Botanic Gardens. In the high-end neighborhood of South Yarra, you'll find the Royal Botanic Gardens. This is a lush green oasis just steps from the heart of Melbourne, but it feels a million miles away. Within the Royal Botanic Gardens, you can stroll along the Australian Forest Walk, admiring local species and plant life along the way. If you enjoyed this video, and don't forget to like and subscribe our channel for future updates. Thanks for watching.